I'm only going to check.
Okay. Okay, welcome everybody. Now we have a crowd. Okay, so we can start. Okay, all right. So welcome everyone. So today I just wanted to share the last part of my upcoming book. Is it here? Okay. So that is the home remedies. So home remedies, pretty simple. But we have to get used to it. Okay. Once we understand the herbs involved, we can easily treat many issues on a regular basis. Now, some of the things we need to understand is that what I see is that self inspiration is very, very important. We have to be inspired. We have to really take this up because many people take up things and they are not able to follow through or apply it properly. So today we'll discuss about applying properly. So let's get straight down. So whenever season changes, according to Ayurveda, whenever your seasons change, we get cough, right? So what happens is your body begins to release the excess cough.
Okay, I only drink one.
So your body begins to release excess cough, and you need. So it especially happens when you change. 3 seasons build up cough. That is fall, winter, and when we get into spring, many people have allergies. Many people have cold. Many people have multiple problems with the cough, right? Many of you must have had cough. I want us to be interactive in this session, and I'm also going to ask you questions. Okay, I'm also going to make you understand this thing logically. Okay, that's what is my goal. Okay, so the first thing is kapha, right? Phlegm, what we call. Now, phlegm is cold, wet, correct? Phlegm, when you get cough, when you get phlegm, right? So, to combat something that is cold, wet, flowing, what do you need? What do you need to do to combat something that is cold, flowing, and wet? So, if you have phlegm, so what are the qualities of the herb that need to have to combat it? Anybody?
Something dry.
Something dry, correct? Something that can fight, something that can make it dry. Very good. Okay. Then what else?
Hot.
Hot, yes, which is correct, the logic. So this is how Ayurveda works. It is logical. So you see this cough, phlegm that you have, cold, flowing, it's cold, it's flowing. So you need to stop the flow. So it's wet. So you need to make it dry out the cough. Okay. You also need to throw out the excess cough needs to be thrown out. It also needs to be dried out. It needs to be also heated. Okay. You need to heat it up. All right. So here are the common herbs that you can use.
It's hot weather.
It's hot weather. Okay. So the herbs that will help you, that you can add. So here's something we need to understand. There are so many herbs that are available. There are plenty of herbs available, but you need to use that which suits your body type. That's important. For example, ginger. Ginger is very good. Okay, ginger is the best herb to combat cough. Okay, ginger is the best herb. But What kind of ginger? Fresh ginger or dry ginger? So those who have acidity, for example, those who have acidity, heat problems, so they shouldn't use fresh ginger because it can bring up acidity. So your cough will be combated, but you could end up with a little acidity. So what should you do? You should have dry ginger. Okay. Now cinnamon again. For one who is a kapha body means your body has more fat, cold. Then cinnamon is very good. It heats up. It could even give you like very good sugar control. Phlegm, kapha, right? Phlegm reduces. So you have to use that logic. But also cinnamon, if you take in excess, it can cause piles. So nothing should be, so like ginger is something you can have every day. Ginger, turmeric, I forgot to add turmeric here. So turmeric you can add regularly, but you need to be mindful of the quantity that you use. Cloves are very good because it's like, it really combats, it's very strong. So you can have only little spices, herbs are meant to be had in limited quantities. So is also cardamom. Okay, cardamom is very good to generate heat in your body. So cardamom is very good. Cardamom improves your overall digestion, melts the cough, melts your cough. Okay. All right. So that was a very good answer. So we need to stop the flow. Okay, because your nose keeps flowing, right? So you need to stop the flow, you need to dry it out, and you need to remove the excess. Okay, whenever you have excess cough, so you need to do salt water cleansing, or in Ayurveda, you can do a calamus root cleansing. Okay, so this is very crucial. So you can do this cleansing, and then every morning you can do a tongue massage. Now, how do you do a tongue massage? So tongue massage is you just massage the tongue vigorously. You will see that you will vomit it out. Okay, you will vomit out the excess cough. All right.
Yeah.
Where did it go?
Yeah.
What did I do? All right. Is it? Where is it? Where did it go? Here. Okay. So, oh, did I minimize it? Okay. Okay, here. Okay. Can everybody see the screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right, all right. Okay. So salt water vomiting is one of the best ways to reduce your belly fat and excess phlegm in your body. In Ayurveda, we do something called as calamus root. So you don't take solid food, you take milk, couple of days, milk and foods that milk with some like ginger and everything. What it does is it loosens up your fat and phlegm, and then you can take calamus root, vacha, and that will induce vomiting. Okay, so early morning vomiting, even my daughter who is 11 years old, she did it for a few days, and it was very, very beneficial to reduce the phlegm, reduce the cough. So tongue massage, all these things. Some people have dry cough. So dry cough, you don't have phlegm, you have dry cough. So you need to keep drinking hot water. You need to keep your body moist. So dry cough, what happens is, because the whole body is dry, your pressure becomes imbalanced. Okay, and when there is some ama or the dry cough itself induces imbalance in pressure, so you kind of have random cough. Okay, so you need to have hot water. Okay, this one is clear. These are the herbs and methods to fight the cough. So is that good?
Yes, it.
Okay, I want it to be interactive, and I want everyone to understand this clearly and ask me any questions that you have. Okay. All right. So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Salt water, like, you said like calamus root. What is that? For early
So,
morning?
calamus root is called vacha. It you have to put it on the tongue few minutes, or if you take it inside, it will induce vomiting.
Or is that something, some
You
herb?
can get it, yeah. You can get it easily. It's called calamus root, vacha.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Professor. Thank you.
So
So,
calamus, see, salt water is the best way because there is no calamus root. When you do the Ayurvedic, you need a guidance of a Ayurveda practitioner. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it's not self done, but this is something you need to know how it's done. So Ayurveda is more about knowledge. Okay. Salt water
Okay.
you can just do. You can watch a video and do. So I have a video which has like 80,000 views. I don't know. So you drink water, salt water, 4 or 5, then tickle your throat and vomit it out. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's easy. So all your excess cough comes out. Ayurvedic procedure is like more deeper. Salt water is very easy. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next slide. So phlegm, acidity. So what are the, so for acidity, if you have regular acidity, you need to take, you should avoid pungent taste. Okay. You should
Yoga का
avoid,
online.
okay. So you should avoid pungent taste. Okay. If you have acidity, pungent means like high, in Hindi we call mirchi, which is very chilly, like lot of chili, okay, hot sauce, all these things. So if you have regularly, then your acidity increases. So you need something sweet and cooling. Like for example, fennel seeds, if you see, slippery elm tea, licorice, you get licorice chocolates, or you can just have licorice powder, water. Fennel seeds are very good, coriander seeds, comfrey root. So acidity, I have, I think in another slide with, yeah. So for acidity, you need to do frequently, once in a month or once in 2 months, you need to do something called as virechana or purgation. So you need to have sweet taste, astringent, bitter, and bitter taste. So bitter is like Karela, okay? Karela bitter melon. Bitter tastes are very good. Brahmi, even ashwagandha is bitter taste. Okay, they are all good. Ghee, when you have, it's very good. So Virechana Krama is considered very good for acidity, and Virechana is the salt water cleanse. So there are two, and the ghee cleanse. Okay, in the group I have to share this presentation. I'm almost done with the book, so just I have that presentation over there. So Virechana is cleansing your intestines. You are removing all the acids which are accumulated in your body. So the more there is acid accumulation in your body, what happens is anytime you eat, these acids keep spiking. Okay, so periodically you need to remove them. Eventually you have to improve your digestion. So for that you need a good covering of ghee. Okay, so the ghee virechana, the ghee cleanse is the best if you want to overcome acidity. Okay, it works differently in different people. You need to first soften up. Okay, so when you do hot water, so when you want to do the cleanse, you keep drinking hot water, you have to drink. So we also have something called as pitta tea. So pitta tea is very good for acidity. Yeah, and then you take fennel like water. You can have like rice, which is cooling, barley. All these things are very beneficial. These are all cooling. You should avoid millets if you have acidity. Okay, then you can do the Virechana Krama, which is very beneficial. You can do it with castor oil. Like even if you don't do the ghee or something, you can just take some castor oil regularly, once a month or so. You can do the cleanse. Epsom salt. So when you should sweat it out. You should and senna is the what do we call the in Hindi, avipattikar churna. So avipattikar churna is also very good if you have regular acidity. So then you should have like 1 spoon in a cup of water. Triphala also helps to throw out your acidity. Aloe vera is one of the best. Aloe vera drink. coconut water. So these are all very beneficial for cleansing your intestines. Okay, so it's very, very beneficial. All right. Any questions on acidity? Anybody? Is it very clear? Okay. So cleansing.
One question.
Yes.
If you are feeling acidity, okay, this is the prevention, whatever you're saying. So
Mhm.
sometimes we get some pain in the back or some.
Acidity.
What is the immediate relief for acidity?
So it is senna. Okay, so you can. So one of the things you could do is drink plenty of fennel tea. Okay, we
Okay.
also have in our products, we have something called pitta tea. So that combination, when you boil and you drink, so it immediately removes the pitta, the acid which is formed, that needs to be thrown out. Next day morning, you can take a little bit of castor oil in the morning to cleanse out. Okay, you can also take some Triphala mild. Aloe vera juice is also very good. Okay, but the senna, what you call the avipattika churna, like a spoon in a cup of water, these are all very good measures. Castor oil works only in the next morning to cleanse out. Aloe vera juice you can drink, pitta tea that we make, and you can take cooling. Like sometimes one day I ended up over, chili powder, and I immediately felt like a burn. I just took cold milk, right? Something cold, because milk is cooling, right? Even bland rice with ghee is also very good. Anything which cools down, even buttermilk or yogurt. But you have to see which one suits your body. Not everything suits your body. You have to see which one suits your body, and you have to kind of keep it handy. Okay, but our Pitta tea is fail safe. It works very well. Anytime you can take, immediately you will feel relief. I got a call from one of our friends. He was doing fasting, suddenly got an acid burst. So he had a Pitta tea with him. Immediately made the Pitta tea and he said, "Oh, this works so good." So it was, and he said, I bought it, but I have not used it. Now I see it's works so well. So Pitta tea is very beneficial. Okay. All right. So now we'll go.
Prabhuji, I have one question.
Mhm.
Prabhuji, some usually like with me, what happens is morning is fine. Like we don't eat outside food also, so morning goes fine. But as soon as the evening starts, the acidity and burning sensation starts, and that whole night it carry on. So how how can it be like what herb I can use to cure it?
Can you repeat? You are eating outside, that you said.
No, no. Like what we don't eat, like I don't eat much outside food.
Okay.
So morning time, though I'm eating home food only, but
Mm.
morning time goes very smooth, no issues.
Mhm.
Like as in when the evening starts. So मतलब शाम के समय से what happens is the burning sensation and acidity starts, and
Okay.
it carry on the whole night until next morning.
So if you understand the mechanism that is happening here, okay, so you generally have a pitta accumulation, you have a acid accumulation. Okay, so morning it's a kapha time, means your vata is low. Vata means your pressure, your movement, transportation in the body. As the day goes, your vata increases. Okay, your vata, your movement, body pressure increases, dryness increases. So when the vata in the evening, it's vata time, like you feel everybody starts going crazy, everybody wants entertainment, everybody wants some fun, right? Your body pressure, movement is high. So it is said in the evening, whatever you have accumulated over a period of time, that begins to resurface, that begins to come up, boil out. So your pitta starts acting up. So your vata is pushing the pitta up. For example, those who have dryness, in the evening they experience a lot of dryness because the whole day it's been building up. Now it starts pushing out. So you need to clear out the overall pitta. So you need to do the virechana krama. Okay, for one time you need The ghee cleanse would be best, or you could do the salt water, what we call Shanka Prakshalam. So in my book, I have included both methods. Okay. So once you cleanse out your intestines, your entire intestine, you will see plenty of difference. Okay, you will see a plenty of difference, and your accumulation of the pitta reduces. Plus, you should also eat, when you eat, kapha-rich food. So, for example, you should avoid very spicy foods or any kind of spice. You need to use cooling spices, okay? Instead of like ginger powder, turmeric, very light, okay? Very light spicing, rather mild spicing, okay? Rice, like red rice, very good, something like that. So then what happens, your acidity begins to cool down, your kapha is better, okay? And as you do that, once you avoid foods that contain acids or convert into acid, so you avoid it. So one time purgation, and then you have to maintain. Okay. So that's how it works. All
Thank
right.
you,
Good
Prabhuji.
questions. Thank you. So diarrhea is an extension of the pitta or heat. So many people who cultivate excess heat in the body, they develop diarrhea. So when your heat suddenly goes up in the body, so pitta goes high, acidity or high pitta. So what it does is it melts so something your body doesn't agree with, and acidity level goes high, pitta goes high, you get diarrhea. So what do you do for diarrhea? You need dry ginger, for example. Okay, you can take, the best is buttermilk and yogurt, because it immediately cools down. You need to cool down the body. The body is very hot. Many a times people have to vomit out. That's also one of the ways, just throw the food out. It is said very interestingly in Ayurveda that foods that digest are good. Like you eat the food, your body absorbs the food, throws out the waste. You are fine. You eat the food, doesn't digest, but it throws out. That is fine. But what causes toxins in your body is you eat the food, it half digests and half becomes toxins. So that toxin circulates in your body, and then you get all these kinds of problems, half diarrhea, half sitting there, not feeling well. Poppy seeds are one of the best ways. And buttermilk really works well. Haritaki is also very good. And nutmeg works for those who are, some people I see, they get a lot of, the head, like they get a spinning, like what do you call, vertigo kind of thing. So nutmeg only for those who it works for. Ginger powder works for anyone. Black pepper works for anyone. So if something like that happens, you need to add some yogurt, rice, and some black pepper, ginger. You'll be fine. Buttermilk, yogurt rice with black pepper, or you can even use black pepper or dry ginger. So you just take it, it cools down the pitta. So this is something you can use in general basis. Very good. Okay. All right. Any questions on diarrhea? All right. Let's go to the next one. Diabetes. Okay. For diabetes, you need bitter herbs. Okay. So what's happening in diabetes? So diabetes, your digestion is slow. Okay. You have a very slow digestion. You have a very weak digestion. Okay. And to promote the digestion, you need ginger. Okay. Pipali, cumin, lime. Okay. All these things improve digestion overall. All right. So in diabetes, you need to use plenty of good spices, balanced spices to improve your digestion. Now, to cleanse the liver, you will need to cleanse to control the overeating. You need to use gymnema. So gymnema controls your overeating. It's very beneficial. The other herbs that are best for diabetes is Brahmi and Ashwagandha. So, like we have Brahmi ghee, Ashwagandha ghee. They are very beneficial for anybody. So Brahmi you take in the morning. What it does is it balances your liver, because in diabetes the most imbalanced organ is your liver. So even Ashwagandha improves your liver. Okay. So you need either bitter herbs or pungent herbs. Okay. So these are the basic. You should have this in your diet, because what happens, one of the things in diabetes is your body goes weak. Ashwagandha is a bitter herb that will improve your overall digestion and your overall muscle strength. Okay, so these are what generally I have seen beneficial in reversing my own diabetes. These have been very beneficial, and I take them regularly. I have plenty of Brahmi ghee for my lunch and plenty of Ashwagandha in the milk for dinner. And I use ginger as well for so ginger pipali you will find in our Trikatu ghee. So what does ghee do is that, because it's not difficult to digest in diabetes, your digestion is very weak. So when you take it in the form of ghee, the ghee strengthens all the 7 uh, dhatus. Okay, your rasa. Rasa is your bodily juices or the raw material to become blood. Your blood improves, your muscles, blood feeds the muscles, muscles feeds the adipose fat tissue feeds the bones, bones feed the bone marrow, and bone marrow feeds the semen. So all the levels of digestion, along with the herbs, they penetrate the ghee. The ghee penetrates all these 7 layers and improves your ojas. So in diabetes, your ojas goes away. Okay. All right, and then we have digestive. So generally those who have weak digestion, so this is an extension of basically your diabetes. So those who have weak digestion should take like ajwain, hing, asafoetida, so your gas goes away. So there is also a powder called hingvashtaka churna. Those who have gas regularly, so they should use hing, asafoetida. Also take hingvashtaka churna, black pepper, cayenne pepper, not too much. Okay. Early morning you can take lime with water. Okay. Some people take a little bit of cayenne pepper, cinnamon, cloves. So these are all you can use. You can just make cinnamon tea. Okay, with the cinnamon stick. Okay, I didn't see the garlic. Garlic is rare cases when your cholesterol is very high. It's not for regular use. Okay. Ginger, dry ginger is very good. Horseradish. I was amazed to find that most of the, what do you call, most of the, there's one thing that comes out, is actually horseradish. The one that you eat and you get a, what do you add to the sushi, that green paste, anybody knows? Anybody remembers the name? I'm just not remembering the name. You get those, huh?
Wasabi.
Wasabi, correct, wasabi.
Wasabi.
Wasabi, 90% of wasabi is actually horseradish. So horseradish, it gives you that kick, like your brain kind of spins when you eat that wasabi chutney, what you call. Actual wasabi is 10 times more expensive. So horseradish is a cheaper alternative. So actually wasabi is not wasabi, what you find. Actual wasabi is not that, head spinning. So they use kind of, it tastes similar. So they use horseradish and call it wasabi. Mustard, very good to induce, but too much mustard is not good, because mustard you have to burst properly. So too much mustard is too much heat also. So these are all heat inducing. If you see asafoetida, black pepper, cayenne, ginger, horseradish, and people. Any questions on this? All right, so we'll go ahead. And then for thyroid. So if you have thyroid imbalance, this is one of the best. Okay, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha really, because 90%, I would say 80%, 80% of T4 to T3 conversion, that is the thyroid conversion, happens in your liver. ashwagandha. So, ashwagandha, so you need to detox your liver basically if you want to have a very good balance in your thyroid. So, because liver is very important. So, tulsi is also considered one of the best. Of course, many those who follow Vaishnava, they don't usually, some of them don't use it, some of them use it, it depends on you. But tulsi is one of the best herbs to actually improve your overall. That's why it is taken. You can, those who are Hare Krishna followers, they can offer tulsi, you can boil, you can take a tea, it's very beneficial. Shilajit is one of the best to revive your thyroid organ, okay, and also your liver. So Shilajit you'll get in a paste form. You have to add it into hot milk, boil it. It's very very beneficial. The other herb that is very beneficial is kanchana. Okay, so you can use kanchana as a cream. So this is very good because your conversion in the skin also, all the metabolism, your skin, it accumulates a lot of fat. So a lot of metabolism needs to happen there as well. So it's very good. And there is Colliers. So you can get Colliers as tablets. So it's, but that is the last, like when everything goes bad. So then you use that. But otherwise, ashwagandha, tulsi, shilajit, and kanchana are very, very beneficial for those who have thyroid issues because 20% of your thyroid comes from your throat, 80% comes in your liver. 80%. Okay. So you need to do that. Okay. Finally, we'll talk about cancer. I had mentioned in the group that I will talk about cancer. So cancer, all three doshas are imbalanced. So your whole body is weak. So it's just like diabetes in the advanced stage. At that point, you cannot do anything vigorous. You cannot vigorously exercise. You cannot vigorously eat. You cannot rejuvenate. It's tough. First, you have to. The first step in Ayurveda, if you remember the last week, what I did is to cleanse the three doshas, is to balance the three doshas. Right? So you have to do a mild cleanse. So some people may not be able to do heavy cleanse. So you have to do mild vomiting, mild virechana. So mild versions, not the heavy version. Little bit of fasting because fasting does improve. There is a Japanese scientist who proved that when you fast, your body starts eating your own bad cells. Okay, so that is very good. So it eats it. Then sunlight improves. Sunlight is very very important to fight, but not in stress. So first of all, mentally you need to be relaxed. You should not a lot of people, like in India, there is diabetes is very high, but most people do get the sun. The problem is they are mentally stressed. So in US, people don't get the sun, and then that causes lack of vitamin D, and your whole immunity collapses. So sunlight is very important. Then you need to have a very light diet. So whenever you have cancer, you cannot eat heavy, strengthening. You have to keep detoxing for probably a long period of time, like a year or so. And then once you strengthen up, once you have detoxed to a certain degree, you don't have to be 100% detox. Then you can go to the next step of strengthening. Then you have to strengthen, then make sure that it doesn't come back. So you have to do it step by step. So you have to do it mild and then you have to improve. So it's a whole program that you can do, and it's in the particular order. So you have to see what dosha is imbalanced to the worst. You cannot do much. You cannot take too many herbs and everything. You have to have a very light diet, and you have to take plenty of electrolytes, strengthening herbs like Brahmi and other things, and then slowly exercise. So eventually, when you exercise, everything will improve. Okay. So this was the presentation that I had. So questions or any questions or feedback you would like to share? Comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for these tips.
Okay.
Um, One thing is like, Madhav, whenever he gets sneezing, continuously he gets like 10 to 20 sneezes.
Mhm.
I mean, anything like you can stop immediately? I mean, any suggestion you?
So you
I
cannot
mean,
stop this.
the whole day, like, so much mucus comes from his nose and sneezes. Whole day it stays. And the
Mhm.
next, some reason, sometimes very hard, some food or some, allergy, something causes him like the whole day sneezes continuously. Yeah.
So, like I said, the saltwater vomiting, if you do it regularly, hmm,
Uh,
so what it does is, so one of the things in here is one important thing. If you in my book, I have explained these all these levels of digestion. So once you eat something, okay, what comes, the first waste product that is formed in your body is cough, phlegm. Okay, so if you see after you eat, you have to like blow your nose or something like that, right? So there is some cough, phlegm. And in the yoga textbooks, it is said after you eat, take a walk, okay?
okay.
Or you sit in Vajrasana, take a deep breath. So you will see that gradually that phlegm will accumulate on top of the food.
Hmm.
You have to kind of tongue, massage your tongue, or do some gargling and throw that out.
So every day, Prabhuji, every day morning.
Every day. Like after I eat, what we do generally after we eat. So many people don't like it, but I used to see in India also. It's but it's very effective. You wash your mouth
Ah, right.
like
Hmm.
about 10-20 times. Hmm?
Hmm.
So what it does is it actually cleanses. So all the accumulated, so the phlegm keeps coming up. So if you keep cleansing your mouth or wiggling that water, swishing, it'll pull all the cough out. Okay.
Okay.
Then blow your nose properly. Okay.
Hmm.
Massage your tongue. So whatever is left also comes out, and then the phlegm reduces. So then the sneezing, everything will automatically go. So what happens is we don't clean ourselves enough after we eat. So the
Hmm.
phlegm is the first byproduct after you eat, and that phlegm, in according to yoga, to improve your digestion, needs to be thrown out. Okay, so even overnight you accumulate a lot of phlegm. So early morning you need to throw out that phlegm. Okay, so when you throw out all the phlegm, you will see that all the sneezing, everything will go away. Hmm? The sneezing will reduce. Okay. All right. So very good question. So this is like many people get a lot of sneezing and everything.
So
So
sometimes morning also he would get provision.
yeah, that is overnight accumulation.
Overnight
Yes,
accumulation.
overnight, what happens is whatever you have eaten, the phlegm keeps building up. So that is why it's very important for those who have cough. So that's why the first slide I showed you was the cough. So even salt water gargling, massaging your tongue, all these things, your phlegm keeps coming. You have to keep throwing. You have to keep your body clean. Basically, the kapha, excess kapha needs to be thrown out. If you have excess pitta, then you need to take the avipatti churna. You need to throw out the acidity, excess pitta from your body. If you have gas, then you have to do mild enema. Make sure all the stool is thrown out of your body in the morning itself. So you need to balance the doshas right in the morning. So then the rest of the day, it takes some effort. You have to do one time, one big cleanse, light diet, big cleanse. And once you do that, then you have to maintain. So to maintain, you need to do these principles. Okay. So that's the thing. So that's why I put everything in my book. I made it as much pictorial as possible. So this was the last section. I was kind of editing it, and I thought, let me share this. And I have a lot more, all these procedures systematically mentioned there. And it's come out pretty good. Yeah. All right.
Prabhuji, what's the name? What is the name of the book?
The name of the book is Ayur Yoga Synergy. So I have two books releasing on June 21st.
Okay,
So
June
one is
24th.
the Mudra book. So it is called Healing Mudras.
Okay, okay.
And let me just show you quickly. Okay. And we will, and I will show you how it's. The book has come out. I'm hoping it's come out really, really good. I have to just one moment. So here it is. Okay. Oh, I'm taking the one. Okay, here. Okay. Okay, can you see? Yeah.
Yes, I can see. Yep. I can zoom it and I can see it.
Yeah. So here is the first book. So
Okay.
this is the Mudra book, which is it's in the final design stage. Oh, maybe I
Okay.
should share the WhatsApp. One moment. So our designer sent me the latest build-up. So here he is.
And we can buy from Amazon or we need to contact you?
Amazon. And each
Okay.
book has been converted to a video course.
Okay.
Okay, here. This okay, open in Adobe Acrobat. Okay. Okay. So let me open Adobe Acrobat. What will be visible? Give me just one moment. Okay, here you go. Okay, here's I don't think so. Okay. Anyway, so there is let me just show you the other part. Yeah. So this has 200 mudras. This healing mudras has 200 mudras, and these mudras you will not find anywhere such a classification. So mudras for vitamins, mudras for. I've explained briefly Ayurvedic detox, how you can do it with the mudra. Okay. So there is Kapha Pitta Vata, Introduction to Ayurveda. Then we have Introduction to Ayurveda, Ayurvedic mudras, how you can balance, how your airs work in the body, how they can be balanced with mudras, how the chakras work in the body, how they can be balanced with the mudras. Then all the meditational mudras. So when you want to meditate, how can you use the entire body? All the mudras. And then Hatha Yoga Mudra. So this is part of it I have included in the Ayurveda book also.
Okay, thank you.
All this has been explained. And then Pranayama, Gayatri Mantra, how the mantra heals you when you do it with the mudra. And then you have deity worship mudras. Okay. So it's come out really good. And the designed version is good. I'm currently not able to open it. But you can see the other Ayurveda book. So it's quite detailed.
Okay, thank you, Ji Prabhuji.
Yeah. So your Panchakosha, how your whole body works, Kapha, Pitta, Vata, how they work in the different parts of your body. And yeah, no, I just wanted to share. And the 7 tissues, how can you nourish the 7 tissues, like so this is the last part that I shared with today, what I shared. All these herbs, how you can use gut bacteria, liver, how each part works, how your mind works in conjunction, how you can overcome. So yeah.
Thank
So
you. I'll
that-
order from Amazon. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I will. I mean, the book will be done. It's in design. So in 15 days, we will.
Okay.
Uh, we will. We have recorded a lot of videos. So the course, all those reels. So right now, I'm not posting so much on Facebook and everything. I'm just waiting for it to finish.
Okay. Thank you.
The design and the video editing, and then we will go in a big way, I hope. Okay. Any
And
other quick questions, comments?
yeah,
Prabhuji, I
Prabhuji.
have
Oh, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep. Prabhuji, I have one question.
Hmm.
I'm not. I think it is related to the same topic, but still, I do face this challenge daily. Like here in India, we say that when the child gets up in the morning, you just give them milk. And on the other side, now people have started saying that milk is a silent killer. So, is it right to give milk in the morning to a child, or we should give something else? So, if we have to give something else, what should be given to them?
See, milk literally has everything that your body needs. That is why there is mother's milk, then there is cow milk.
Hmm.
The only thing that can kill is if it is not milk in the name of milk. 61% of milk in circulation in India is fake milk. Means they add chemicals to the milk. Okay. Then they will say, oh, milk is the problem. It's not the milk. Just like in Las Vegas, there was one lady who ate peanuts. Then she got allergy reaction. Then she got a paralysis. Now, can you imagine somebody eating peanuts and getting a paralysis stroke? Okay. Now, the problem is peanuts grows in the same fields as there is wheat. And all the phosphates and all the chemicals that is in the wheat sinks into the groundnut or peanut. So your peanut becomes highly allergic. So what will you blame? Peanut or the, you know? So the problem that is happening today, our supply of food is very contaminated. Okay. So if you get the fresh milk, cow milk, whole milk, without antibiotics, without any other additives, boil it well, it is good. Okay. So that was the same reason raw milk was banned in America, because they were making the cows stand for like hours next to beer making factory, because all that was waste in the beer making factory, the barley, they were using it as the food for the cow. And it was being fed such contaminated food that the milk came out with a lot of bad bacteria. And then they said, oh, this milk is killing, because a lot of kids got sick. So then they said the milk is killing the people. Is it the milk? No. It was the way it was done. So this is the thing. So if your supply is good, that which has been done for millions of years, how can that be poison? Right?
Yeah, because what happens is, Prabhuji, here now the what people say is if there is some function like any festival like Janmashtami or something, then a lot of milk is consumed. So now the milk which comes in like these Amul packets or Mother Dairy packets, they are also contaminated.
No, that
But
is
that is the
sure.
only thing which goes to every house.
Yeah, that is true. That most of it is contaminated, even with water or even with something. Okay, so you need to have a reliable supply. So that was what one of our devotees he used to say. Very good point is that a good number of people who, or a large number of people who have this need, so they have to invest or say we will buy it in bulk from some place, but you give us good milk, we will pay this much. Okay, you don't rely on some third party supplier who is like just you buy some random milk. Okay, so you know the guy. So today's problem is we don't know who is doing what. So if you cleanse up your supply, definitely you will see the foods will give the best effects. Okay. All right. Very good point. Okay. Anuji, you had some other point you wanted to ask? Or was that the last? Okay. All right. So any other questions, comments?
Prabhuji, one solution.
Mm.
I can keep getting these mouth ulcers often. So, yeah, on the lips and tongue, under the tongue, it's so painful.
Penalty.
Huh?
Penalty.
Penalty. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That thing same for
Not
acidic problem.
penalty. Penalty.
Penalty. Okay. PNNER.
Penalty. Penalty is very good. Plus, you can have regularly. You can have our pitta tea also. It's very good.
Oh, pitati and penalty. Okay.
They are very good because your tongue, whatever happens on your tongue shows your abdomen.
Hmm.
So whatever is on your tongue is what is in your abdomen. So eat less spicy. Number
Okay.
medium spicy or no spicy for some time. Okay. Whatever shows up in your tongue is your entire all your organs here. Okay.
Okay.
So if the belly becomes contaminated, your tongue shows it up. Okay. So if you are having ulcers there, that means there is something in the abdomen. So you need plenty of phenol. You need to detox it. So spicy food, mirchi for some time, no. Okay.
Okay.
Because they are there, when you did the ghee cleanse, it went down. But if you eat spicy again, it will show up. And don't eat too much fried food. It will aggravate the ulcer.
Okay.
Even that snacks, dry snacks like chakli or some papad or crackers, they are all dry. So
Okay.
dry foods also aggravate ulcer. So you need soft, like soft foods, like khichdi and other things.
Hmm.
So that is important.
So, Prabhuji, I wanted to buy good ashwagandha. I've tried Whole Foods and everything. Where can I get the good ashwagandha tablets or churan?
Usually Banyan Botanicals.
Which one?
Banyan Botanicals brand is
Okay.
the best.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Banyan Botanicals. But we make ashwagandha ghee, which is even better because ashwagandha is bitter. So
Okay.
our ghee will it tastes like ice cream. So
Or your ghee I can order online. I live in Las Vegas.
yeah. Here Vegas, I go and drop it off if you order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ji. I'll order. Yeah, I'll
Very,
talk to Sundari.
very much it buys from us, so you can also buy.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Very good questions today. And yeah, any other comments? Anybody would like to share any of their experiences? Welcome. All right. So that was great. So hope our book goes well. And we thank
Prabhuji, one last thing. Like if I'm taking ghee, like I feel that more kapha is happening for me. Like acid reflux. I don't know. I'm not sure, but if I'm taking more ghee, I feel difference. Like
it
I
improves or
mean,
reduces.
nose block as it is.
Ah,
So
yeah.
it is not.
What ghee is kapha. Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing is for acidity, ghee reduces acidity, but the only thing is ghee is kapha. Okay.
Okay.
So the only thing you need to do is do a little bit of exercise.
Okay.
So I take a lot of ghee, but I do a lot of exercise as well. Okay. So because I need to build my muscle, the only food that is strengthening me is the ghee. So I add like 10-15 spoons every day, Brahmi and Ashwagandha ghee. Okay. But what I do is I do pull-ups. So even if you do like 5 pull-ups or 5 push-ups or 5 squats, I do 50 each. Okay. So the ghee, when it digests, it gives you like all the acidity goes away. And when you do that, it digests even faster. Okay. So ghee is the best because when you take a lot of ghee and you exercise, your muscles build up. See, eventually for overcoming acidity, so those who are very lean body, I am lean but medium lean now because the muscle level has improved. I was literally bony. So my acidity was high, air pressure was high, everything because I was very weak. So eventually you need to build up muscle and there is no excuse. Even 83-year-old ladies, I've seen they also do exercise. It's only a question of will. Okay. You have to build up some muscle and the ghee actually is the best to build up the muscle. Okay. So just add some exercise, vigorous, just squats, push-ups, simple things. You don't need to do weights and all. If you want, you can do, but it's very good. Yoga, stretching, Surya Namaskar, 20 minutes. You will see plenty of difference. Okay. Good, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yeah.
All right. Good questions, and it's actually addressing a lot. It's all in the book. I've explained all this step by step in the book because I explained the process how we get diseased, and I've also explained systematic process how we can keep ourselves balanced and free from disease. Yeah. Okay. So the book, that's why it's about 300 pages, but it's worth it. You will see a wonderful change and difference in your own life. All right.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you all for. I'll share this video. Okay. All right.